assigned to them by Sal Maroni, Carmine's biggest rival in Gotham City. The Marvenko brothers are sitting on the rooftop of the old hospital in the East End district of Gotham. They think they're safe here. They're wrong. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500.
Mind doing that in your head?
I can't. Doing numbers in my head gives me a headache.
Listening to your dumbass is giving me a headache.
Hey, don't start with me. I don't even want to pull this job, especially after what happened to Loose Lips with the bat.
Are you really afraid of the big bad Batman?
Not exactly, but, it's a scary thought.
Let's get something nice and sparkling clear. The Batman doesn't exist. He's probably just something the bigwigs at City Hall made up to scare us.
I don't know, Johnny. I think that big guy behind you would disagree. Johnny quickly turns around, pulling out a revolver, and aims it at nothing.
Fuck you.
Should have seen the look on your face. Priceless. Just then, a figure drops behind Lonnie, making barely any noise. Johnny sees him and aims his revolver at him.
Lonnie. He's right behind you.
Real clever, wise guy. Put down the gun, go off and kill me.
I'm being serious. It's the Batman.
Lonnie turns around and sees the figure towering above him. He quickly scrambles away and grabs his gun, aiming it at the figure, and shoots at him. For some reason, the bullets don't harm him. The figure approaches them, and they empty their guns on him. No luck whatsoever. The figure grabs Johnny and slams him into the wall head first, knocking him out. Lonnie stands up and tries to throw a punch, but the figure grabs his fist and breaks his arm. Lonnie falls to the ground, holding his arm. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. The figure stops and looks down at the boy. He glares at him.
You don't want me to hurt you.
Please don't.
Fine. On one condition. You go to the GCPD yourself, and you tell them everything about your boss. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now leave your brother.
Lonnie complies by quickly standing up, climbing to the ground, and running towards the East End police station.
Anyone, inform the GCPD that there is a man who goes by the name Johnny Marvenko on the roof of the old hospital in the East End, ready for pickup. With him is multiple stolen items belonging to Carmine Falcone.
Right away, sir.
Also, tell them if Lonnie Marvenko isn't there by 1 a.m., check 112 Ocean Avenue, apartment B. He also has multiple stolen items on him and multiple arrest warrants.
Yes, sir.
I'll be home soon. Boot up the back computer and pull up all files on the Maronis and the Falcones.
Already done, sir.
Good. I'll see you in a few minutes.
The Batman jumps down into the Batmobile and speeds off into the night. Batman arrives in the damp cave. There's a bright blue light shining from the edge. He hops out of the large, black car and walks to the back computer. He takes off his cowl, revealing the handsome face of billionaire Bruce Wayne. He sits down at the computer, and his trusted butler and guardian, Alfred Pennyworth, walks to him.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I missed you while you were gone.
Not too much, Master Bruce. Miss St. Cloud called.
Did she leave a message?
Yes. She said she is back from her visit with her parents in England. She would like to see you.
Any events coming up that I'm invited to?
Haley's Circus has just come to Gotham. Wayne Enterprises sponsors them. I'm sure you could get tickets on such short notice.
Give me 2 tickets. What time is it?
12:30, sir.
It's early for a Gotham socialite. Give her a call.
Right away, sir.
Alfred walks back up the stairs and calls the beautiful Silver St. Cloud. Meanwhile, Bruce reads the Sal Maroni files. Bruce looks carefully over these files, making sure not to miss a single, solitary detail. Bruce then pulls up the file on Maroni's biggest rival, Carmine the Roman Falcone. As Bruce looks at the files, Alfred approaches Bruce, holding a phone. Alfred hands it to Bruce, and he puts it up to his ear.
Hello.
Hello, Bruce. You wanted to speak to me?
Ah, yes. I'm sorry if I woke you.
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Haley's Circus has come to town, and I wanted you and I to go together. A welcome home gift.
Of course I'll go with you. Why are you telling me at such a late hour?
Haven't been able to sleep. Figured I'd give you a call.
All right. When is the circus?
Tomorrow night at 6.
I'll be there.
Great, I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, Bruce.
The call ends, and Bruce hands the phone back to Alfred.
If I'm not mistaken, sir, I'd have to say you're actually enjoying someone else's company, or at least the thought of their company, for the first time in years.
I enjoy your company, Al.
I certainly hope not the same way you enjoy Miss Silver's company.
You know what I mean. I think I'm done here. Mind shutting this down for me? I think I'm gonna try to sleep more than 3 hours tonight.
Godspeed, Master Bruce.
Bruce stands up and quickly walks upstairs into his bedroom. Alfred shuts down the computer and other tech. He cleans up the mess that Bruce left. Alfred knows he didn't mean to. It's just Bruce was tired. He hasn't slept for days. Even the dark night gets a little drowsy. Alfred's glad the city was finally quiet tonight, except for a few hiccups, so Master Bruce could finally get some sleep. Alfred finishes up in the cave and walks to his own room in the house. Him and Bruce drift off to sleep. 10 a.m. Sal Maroney's office. Sal sits behind his desk, eating his breakfast, which consists of pancakes, bacon, and sausage. Boss, I need to talk to you.
Come in.
Sal Maroney's right-hand man, Tommy Steluccio, steps into the office.
It better be good news.
Unfortunately, it isn't. The job last night was a success at first, but then,
Choose your words carefully.
it was the Batman, sir. He took out Johnny and made Lonnie turn himself in.
Is that all?
No, that isn't the only thing, sir. Lonnie also pointed fingers at you. I just got a call from Jim Gordon saying they got a search warrant. They said they're on their way as we speak.
Damn it. Alright, how much time do we have?
Not long. I already have the boys working on getting rid of everything.
Good. Whenever they get here, send Jim Gordon directly into my office.
Will do, boss.
There. You know what to do.
Tommy nods and steps out of the office. Sal prepares himself for Gordon's questions. Less than 2 minutes later, the mustachioed Jim Gordon walks in, followed by his portly partner, Harvey Bullock.
Captain Gordon, Officer Bullock. You caught me at breakfast.
Sorry about that, Sal. Man like you needs to keep up his figure with the Big Belly Burger breakfast platter. The most important part of a balanced breakfast.
Alright, let's just get to the point. Johnny Marcinko said you were the one who hired him and his brother to rob Carmine Falcone. We have officers tearing this whole place apart as we speak.
I have no idea what you're talking about, officer. Sure, Carmine and I have had our share of arguments in the past. I put that behind me. I'm turning over a new leaf.
Very interesting. Well, it's not just crimes against Carmine Falcone. He's also got you fingered for murder, extortion, and a whole bunch of stuff. It'd be easy to tell you what you haven't been accused of.
Do you have any evidence?
Well, no, not yet. But that's where the little thing called a search warrant comes in.
Bullock, please. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Maroney. We aren't accusing you. Well, at least I'm not. We're just friends following up on a few accusations. If you don't mind, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
I don't mind. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Thank you. Have you ever hired the Marvenko brothers for anything? That includes legitimate business.
No.
Do you know who the Marvenko brothers are?
I know who Johnny Marvenko is. Didn't know he had a brother, though.
How do you know who he is?
Because when I was in the business, he worked a couple jobs for me.
But you just said you haven't ever hired the Marvenko brothers.
I haven't. I've hired Johnny. Nothing that boy couldn't steal. Guess he got older and needed help. How old is his brother?
14. Don't be a smartass.
I'm not being a smartass. I'm just answering your questions is all. It's your wording that throws me off. Gotta be careful with that.
All right, but have you hired Johnny Marvenko recently?
No, officer, I have not. I've told all of you a million times I'm reformed. I have no interest in the crime business anymore.
It's all clear, Captain. Nothing illegal here.
See, I told you guys. I'm a reformed man.
Sorry for wasting your time, Mr. Maroney. Please, go back to your breakfast.
Jim and Harvey leave the room. Samaroni smiles as he continues to eat his breakfast. He slipped past the police once again. 8 a.m. Carmine Falcone's penthouse. Carmine is sleeping in his king-sized bed, lavished with all the best and expensive kinds of silk coverings. Then, his daughter, Sophia Falcone, steps into the room. She walks to her father and shakes him awake.
What the hell do you want?
I need to speak with you.
Is it so important that you couldn't let me sleep?
Yes, Father, it's very important that you hear this. Sal Maroney's men went through and tore up our East End office.
Carmine quickly sits up after hearing this.
Did they take anything important?
They did, but they didn't get very far. Batman took them down.
Batman? Never thought I'd be relieved to hear his name. What did they have?
They took the emails to the election board.
Shit. What happened to them?
It's more than likely Batman got his hands on them.
God damn it! I have enough to deal with that shit Maroney and the GCPD. Now the goddamn Batman is going to be after me and my son.
Father, calm down. It'll be alright. What do you want me to do?
I want to ruin Sal Maroney. Get Tony Zuko and tell him to kill those acrobats down at my circus. I want him to make it look like it was made to look like an accident. Like how they used to do it. Have him put Sal's hair at the scene, whatever it takes to bring that bastard down.
Right away.
Good. Now let me sleep. I need it.
Carmine lays down and goes back to sleep, and Sophia walks out of the room. 8 p.m. Haley's Circus. Bruce and Silver sit in the best seats in the house. Bruce holds a large cup of lemonade in his hand, and Silver has a bucket of popcorn in her lap.
I can't thank you enough, Bruce. This night has been amazing.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I missed you while you were gone.
Bruce Wayne missed me?
Don't get any funny ideas.
Too late.
Silver kisses Bruce on the cheek. Bruce smiles at her. Then, a large man in a red coat and a large top hat steps out onto the floor. This man is Mr. Haley. He runs the circus for Mr. Falcone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final act. The Flying Graysons doing their defying act. And guess what the catch is, folks? No net!
Isn't that dangerous?
Very. Something doesn't seem right with that wig.
It was too late. John, Mary, and Dick Grayson were already off. They were doing jumps, flips, splits, and all sorts of things, but they always caught themselves. Then, as Dick stood at his waiting point for the final move, tragedy struck. Mary jumped onto the rope and caught herself, who was then followed by John, but the weight was too much. Rope snaps, and John and Mary plummet to their doom.
Mom. Dad. Oh.